Yep.
Full team in this bitch. Full team in this bitch. Full team in this bitch. All right. And are we live? We are. Okay. Here we go.
We live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 43 of Planet Xbox Podcast. And it feels good to be with you guys here on this wonderful Wednesday night. I apologize for the late start. I had made a mistake, left my keys at work. I was locked out of the house, so but I made it in, and we're here on time. Well, not on time, but we're here to start. Man, we got a lot to talk about, so I want everybody to get their intros out the way. First, I am your host, Kid Smooth, aka the Best Spot, Gaming Addict. What's up?
What's up?
Okay. And grinds my gears. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yo, what's up? It's Jed7780, aka Grinds My Gears. Let's get ready to get into these topics.
Merc.
Yo, Merc, we're back for another episode. I like these topics we're covering. I'm sure that it's going to get intense as it does every single episode. And, man, Merc305, let's get into it. You guys know how to find me, man.
And my man, Dope Gaming.
What's up, Frogs with Dope Gaming? I'm ready and willing and able to talk about these topics. Let's get it.
Okay. Now, yeah, what should we start with? Let's see what we got. You know what? I'm sorry. We can start with this whole you guys seen the Shadow of the Tomb Raider reveal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Even though there was no gameplay, at least revealed from what we see, even though we know there's gameplay, people got to play it and whatnot. But what is your take on it so far? Of what you saw? Did the trailer do anything to kind of amp you up?
Well, go ahead. I'll let you take that one, Jess.
Not really. Like, yeah, it looked good. Like, you know, she's becoming the Tomb Raider some more, and it's definitely darker. But yeah, it looks really, you know, it looks cool. Like, I think there's a good set pieces in it. Hopefully, I think there was like tsunami. They showed you know, she has to get out of a car that's on the water and things like that. I'm sure there'll be the set pieces of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more interested in what people were finding out on the store where it said co-op in it, and I was like, "Where's that coming?"
Where?
I don't know. I saw people tweet out where if you go to the Microsoft store, actually, you know, I'll check it while we're talking. But if you go into the Windows store, it actually says, like in the description, it says 1 to 2 player co-op. And I don't know if that's real, if that's a misprint, but
Yeah,
that's what I was like.
I think that's like a default thing. Remember when Gears of War first went on the store? It had like 99 player multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I saw some people tweet about it. I gotta go check it. I think it was from the Windows store, but it looks good. Like, you know, it's darker. But the thing is, like, we kind of been there already. Like, since the first game where she killed the first victim and she became the Tomb Raider. Like, I don't know how much more she could do to be like to become the Tomb Raider.
You hear something?
Yeah.
I mean,
like there's like laughing or giggling or something like that, or yelling.
Who's laughing at me?
Oh.
Yeah, so like it looks good. Like, it looks darker. Like, I think there'd be cool set pieces. The trailer did look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it is coming out September time, and I think yeah, it's coming out a good time. I think it's coming out like 4 days after Spider-Man, but September's good. I think it's better than what it originally had. The Rise of the Tomb, like the other Tomb Raider, is like November 7th. Yeah, on the same day as of another game. But
yeah, another whack game that came out that day.
Yeah, Fallout. Yeah, so
Fallout.
Yeah, I do. But I do think it's, you know, it's kind of looking like at a third-person action adventure, like, you know, not superhero-ish and stuff like that. Like, I think it's a good spot for them to come out. It's just, let's see how much more they can do. Yeah, they did say it's one of the best. It's going to be like one of the best looking games. And I think from that interview that we have ready later on that we got, that he was saying it's going to be like one of the best games that look on the S. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah, it's saying it's like with this, because what we're hearing is that this game, if coming from the developer's mouth. Now, I don't want to take this and run with this. Is the only reason why I haven't made a video on it. Because
that's why I didn't talk about it.
I want some clarification. But rumblings of this game from the developer saying 4K 60 on the Xbox One X, but it's not like he said, "Oh, we're gonna have a 4K mode and the 60 frames per second mode like the last game." No, 4K 60 having 155 NPCs at 60 frames per second. I'm like, what?
No.
Oh yeah.
So, but let's listen to what he has to say. Now, you guys may or may not hear it, but we're gonna play it. I'm gonna be able to hear it. So once my cue to talk is when I start. I'll let you know when I stop playing it, just in case. All right. Let me see. Let me go to that video. Here we go. You said it's at the 4-minute mark.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Around 4.
About the 4 minute.
Yeah, I think they'll hear it on the live stream. I think we won't hear it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's listen to this.
I think I was just listening to it.
I think on Xbox One X hardware. Can you tell me a little bit about some of these embellishments and some of these enhancements that we're going to see on 4K ready machines?
Yeah, no, definitely. We develop a new lighting system, for example, rendering system for characters to exploit the potential of this Xbox One X. So it's definitely an amazing experience. 4K, 60 FPS. Cannot reveal too much, but at some point you will have a scene with 155 NPCs on screen at the same time, 4K, 60 FPS.
That's awesome.
And we had to push a lot of things on through the engine and the new systems we worked in this game. We speak about the Xbox One X, but playing the game on Xbox One S, we pushed the envelope also. Nice. So for me, that will be the most beautiful game on Xbox One S ever done.
Right. Wow. Extremely bold. So a couple things we want to cover. He says he repeated 4K 60 on Xbox One X. He repeated it. He first said it. It's gonna after their lighting enhancement, it's gonna be 4K 60 frames on the Xbox One X, and then talked about the NPC count of at some point and during the game there's going to be 155 NPCs at 60 frames per second and 4K. So, and then went on to say that this will be the best looking or best optimized game on the Xbox One S. So, I mean, who's had the time to really listen to that, take that, and say this is legit? I'm taking him serious. Like, what is your take on this? What do you think the reality of a situation like this is going to be?
I think they want to target 4K 60. I think they're targeting it.
Yeah.
And I think in the reality of it, I think it's probably going to be dynamic 4K with, if they're going to do uncapped frame rate, or they might do the dynamic 4K 60. And I was talking about earlier, I was talking to Frog, I was like, if the previous game did not have a 4K 60 mode, if this game's supposed to look even better than that game and be like that, how is this game going to be 4K 60 if Rise of the Tomb Raider, or even the first one, Tomb Raider, was not made to be 4K 60 on the X?
But
so
I'm sorry. What we can say is that Rise of the Tomb Raider wasn't built from the ground up on the Xbox One X.
No, it wasn't.
It was built for a computer.
It was built for a PC, and then
it's also being done by another studio, right?
Yeah.
It's being done by the same studio that did one of my favorite games, Deus Ex. So
and Deus Ex is
Eidos Montreal.
Deus Ex is Deus Ex is a really good game. Not everybody likes it, but it's a good game. It's a very underrated game, but it's a good game.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, that's why I said not everybody likes it.
I'm not a fan of the game, but I'm a fan of its looks. So
they look good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so Jez, you said because of the original. See, I can understand why the original they had to go back and update it and tinker with it. But I feel like, now I'm not saying that it's possible, but I'm also not going to be and act like the Xbox One X we've seen its full potential, and we haven't. The games 2018 forward are the games that's actually being developed with Xbox One X dev kits already existing, whereas the others, they were kind of like just late ports. Remember, all the games that we were, talking about Xbox One X for were games that came out before the Xbox One X came out. Well, like I think Call of Duty came out before Xbox One X. I think Battlefront's been in development before the Xbox. You know, One X dev kits were available, and Tomb Raider, everything, Gears of War, all that stuff, and even Forza, all that stuff came before the actual Xbox One X console. Now, like what Jed said, what I think will likely happen, I don't think if they're gonna if they can achieve. Now, remember, Tomb Raider is not technically an open world game. You know, it's like a controlled hub world, right? I don't think they'll do a native 4K 60 if they achieve a 60 frames per second, 60 FPS on that game. I think it will be more of a dynamic resolution type idea. But I feel like if they should keep the same option. If you're not able to achieve native 4K 60, I think they should keep the options they have, like how they have it in Rise of the Tomb Raider. Have your performance mode and your 4K mode, and then maybe enhanced mode if it's necessary. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's what I think. Looking at that, just what we've been seeing CGs, but looking at the last game, I would say I honestly think that game is going to be native 4K on the Xbox One X at 30 and 1080p 60 on the X. If you want to do a performance, I agree with you, but I believe on the other systems it'll be checkerboarded 4K 2160. So you're going to get 2160 both, but they're going to both do it both ways on both. And I think that game will be native 4K on the Xbox One X, and I think it will be 30 frames, but I think you will get a 60 frames mode with 1080p. And I can see that. I can see that happening. Because that seems like
everybody's doing a resolution and a performance mode,
and it's smart. I don't see a reason not to do that. That's smart.
Yeah. I have a question. Why is Eidos Montreal making it? Web and Crystal Dynamics, what are they making?
Aren't they about to start focusing on the new Marvel games that they
got a new Marvel game? Yeah,
Marvel's their baby.
Marvel
Game. Yeah. Gotcha.
And the talent behind Crystal Dynamics is working for Microsoft. So,
but here's the flip side to this game. This is my only problem I have. Yeah, it's not that Tomb Raider is a bad game. I think the Tomb Raider. This is the third one. My problem with this game releasing where it's going to release at and its window, I think it's going to have a Titanfall effect. I think we're going to get a game. Yeah, I think it's going to be a game that's. I think it's going to be a game that's well received. It's going to score well, but you're coming out with too many juggernauts next to it. Spider-Man's before it. Spider-Man's before it. Call of Duty's after it.
Call of Duty's like damn near a month and a half after it, bro.
Call of Duty is it's the beginning of October, so I think you gotta remember they moved Call of Duty
September 14th, man.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna have a Titanfall.
But remember, Spider-Man's exclusive. It's not a multi-plat.
I don't think that really matters.
Well, yeah, if you're a PC gamer, Xbox gamer, and whatever, you're not buying Spider-Man if you don't have a PlayStation. Well,
I don't think it matters because I think it's in between. Because you got to think you got Spider-Man.
But Spider-Man's an exclusive.
Well, hold on. You got hear me out. You got Spider-Man, and I heard you say exclusive. You got Spider-Man. You got Tomb Raider. You got Call of Duty. You got Red Dead.
Call of Duty is a fucking whole
month. Hold on. Wait. What I'm saying is you're pushing into that holiday time, so I could see this game coming out at $59 and being really deeply discounted around Black Friday to like $29, $39 really quick. I can see this game dropping in price really. And the reason I say that is because I look at the last Tomb Raider. The last Tomb Raider didn't sell well. It scored well. It was a good game, but it didn't sell well.
Well, it didn't sell well on the fact that it only came out on Xbox One, and it came out the same day as Fallout Trash 4, and which was a giant multi-plat that you can get all over. But it was, and people still had ill will and towards Tomb Raider being Xbox exclusive at that time, so it impacted the sales. Xbox at that time were still getting on some Halo 5. They were still buying that. They were buying Fallout 4. There was, what else came out that year that was going ham that year? 2015 Battlefront. Didn't Battlefront come out that year for the first time?
It might be. What I'm saying is, I think Tomb Raider is a big enough juggernaut. And it's an icon. No, I don't. I think
September. But what the thing is, looking at forget October. Let's look at September, right? Really, what's really? I think that's perfect for it. I think that's perfect.
I think Tomb Raider's a big enough game, man. I'll be honest. I think so.
Well, it's
sandwiched between Spyro and Spider-Man. One's a remaster, one's an exclusive.
And then you got Call of Duty. People only have a certain amount of money to.
Call of Duty's a whole month later though.
But what I'm saying is, like, you gotta understand. Well, you gotta understand.
You gotta understand. There's still people that buy games and trade them in.
What I'm saying is, you're gonna have people that already made their mind up that they're gonna get this game.
Oh, so I'm gonna skip the whole month of September and save my $60.
Wait. Here's a flip side to this, and here's the flip side to this. The flip side to this, we don't know what else is coming out this year because we haven't seen E3.
Yeah, but
there may be some other. There may be some other games we don't know about that are coming out this year.
We don't know when Battlefield's coming out. That's the other one.
The only other games that's coming out is September.
Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest comes out September 4th.
No, you know what could generate a problem if Battlefield comes out in September.
But what I'm saying is, like,
I
think this game is going to score well. I think it's going to be well received. But as far as sales, I don't think this game is going to sell well.
And you're blaming Call of Duty and Spider-Man.
It's sandwiched in between two big games.
Yeah, but it's just the gap between Tomb Raider and Call of Duty is just. And Call of Duty is going to be like fucking a fake ass Overwatch PUBG type game. It's going to be trash.
Call of Duty is the biggest selling game every year.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if it's going. It's going to sell well, but I don't really think it's going to stop anybody from buying any other game.
Look, Tomb Raider. We will talk about this when they start talking about what flopped and what did well. Tomb Raider is going to score well. Mark my word on it. It's going to score well. It's not going to sell well.
It may not sell well on PlayStation.
The previews criticized it. What were the previews saying again? They kind of.
Well, the preview said. Well, I listened to a couple of people talking about what they played, and everybody I kind of feels like, and it's what we talked about earlier, and you know, everybody that went in there and played it. Alana Paris, Game Over Greggy, all these people that at different websites. The one thing they said is it was more Tomb Raider. It wasn't bad. But the problem is coming off of like, and I hate to say it, coming off of God of War, like it kind of felt just like more Tomb Raider.
Well, guess what? By the time Tomb Raider launches, God of War would be old. So
not if they release DLC for it.
And that's definitely coming with all them.
That would happen, but that's beyond the point. That's like I'm not.
What I say is,
bring it back. Look what they did with Horizon. Everybody started talking about Horizon.
Yeah, but how long did Horizon talk last in November? I mean, it was cool that it came out, but I don't.
Horizon got talked about all year.
No, I'm talking about stop. No, the DLC stopping people from buying games that were coming out in November.
No, but it just put it back in the conversation.
It put that DLC put back again. So I think, like I said, I'm not knocking Tomb Raider. I think like I'm not going to buy it day one. I will eventually get it when it's $29.99.
Well, you still going to be playing God of War?
I think
no. I'm going to be playing Spider-Man and Red Dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, see, me, I'm coming from a position where I'm gonna buy it regardless.
I'm not buying it day one. I'm going to buy it. What I'm saying is, I think it's in a position where you can see a Titanfall kind of effect where the game is good, it scores well, it's critically a great game. But you're gonna hear people say, "Why did this game sell as well?" Titanfall was a good game.
Were we talking about Titanfall 1 or Titanfall 2?
We were talking about part 2.
Oh, okay.
Like I think it's gonna have that Titanfall 2 effect.
I don't think because Titanfall 2 literally launched a week after freaking Battlefield in a week before Call of Duty. That's what happened with Titanfall.
I'm crazy if Bethesda comes out at E3 and drops a game this fall like they do with Fallout.
We haven't seen E3.
Bethesda hasn't announced their game for the holiday.
Yeah, but I don't even think they have Bethesda have even an E3 conference this year.
They do.
They do.
They do.
Bethesda does.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you saw this in the chat, but dealer said Rise of the Tomb Raider did over 7 million.
Yeah, on combined consoles. Yeah,
combined,
good.
And PC.
Yeah, combined. Yeah, all combined.
Dealer said that. Shout out to Dealer if he's in here.
And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is, I don't think this game is gonna. Every Tomb Raider iteration has gotten. They sell less and less. I think that it's come out. It should have came out. This game kind of feels like it should have came out before.
I just feel like
anything that was bigger than it.
I feel like your reasons for it's not being so well. It's the games. It's like you got Spider-Man, which is exclusive to PlayStation. You got Call of Duty a whole month later.
But you know what? On people's minds, guess what? All they're gonna be thinking about is Red Dead, Call of Duty, Spider-Man. Nobody's gonna be talking about Tomb Raider.
I still think, bro, you're overlooking Battlefield, man.
I think if Battlefield comes out, problem. If Battlefield even comes out in that time frame, you might as well forget Tomb Raider. That game is not gonna sell.
I think the one challenge they have with Tomb Raider, I do think, is that the story really is going to be like, it's almost like it's a brand. It's the Mayan apocalypse now. Yeah. It's really not something that carried over, I guess, from the other ones. Like, it's not like we're building up to the trilogy, like a Halo 1, 2, and 3. This is kind of its own thing. So I think that, you know, they might have some issue with just trying to get a new story up and going with her, because the only real thing that comes over is Laura herself. Like, that's it. Laura.
Somebody said, what if, and this is what I thought about too. I'm thinking about it, but I didn't say it. I'm happy somebody said in the chat. They were saying, what if Tomb Raider goes to Game Pass? What if they announce it at E3? I think that would be good.
That'd be a good move.
It'd be a good look for Xbox. That'd be a huge thing. And I think that, you know, and a lot of people.
I would sign up for Game Pass that month.
You know, I think you look at, like, because you said Fallout trash, but no matter how much people think Fallout trash, like, I'm a big Fallout fan. I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan. Those games sell.
Yeah, they sell. Nobody's denying that.
So, but what I'm saying is, like, when Tomb Raider came, you know, against Fallout, we already knew that game was going to.
No, there was a personal crusade against Tomb Raider.
No,
because that people couldn't get out their feelings.
You know what? I didn't think that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's true, man.
I totally disagree with you, because you got.
Of course you do, Frog.
When Bethesda showed that game at E3, and then you got to understand what Bethesda did. No companies ever did. They showed.
They might do this again this year.
And they said, guess what? It's coming out this year. That blew people's minds, because nobody had ever done anything Fallout like that. So that's why Fallout. Everybody, once Bethesda said this game is coming out this year, and then Tomb Raider was placed right beside of it, we should already knew that game.
Beside of it was on the same friggin' day.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, like, side by side. Like, come on now.
And then right before that, they go, "Oh yeah, it's going multi-plat."
Yeah, I mean,
it was the worst.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the Tomb Raider series, the reboot, I think it's been decent, but I don't think it's gonna.
But you know, I did say, Frogs, like, I do agree. Like, we don't know what the holiday lineup's gonna be after E3. We'll find out, like, where everything's falling in place, because, like, Bethesda could do something like that. You know, they could announce this game in Game Pass. So there is a lot to know how well it's gonna do. My whole thing is that from what we saw in the trailer, again, we didn't see gameplay. Yeah. So a lot of just again clip art, you know, analogous to exactly what we saw with Red Dead.
I think the game is going to be clean. I think it's going to be straight.
Yeah. The game's going to be lit. I'm going to be there day one. You know what I mean? I'm going to be there day one.
I mean,
you know what game I'm not getting day one or getting at all?
What's that?
What?
Blackout 4? Y'all can have that shit. That shit.
No, I mean,
you ain't gonna get Blackout?
No, Blackout. You heard what that shit? You heard what that shit trying to be like? They're trying to make this shit like Overwatch and PUBG, dude. That game
we'll see what happens. Like,
that game is
I don't want to buy it, but it seems like I end up buying that game because I have so many casual people that play games. Then I'm like, I don't want to buy it, but damn, I see my friends listen. Everybody's on, and I'm like, damn it. Okay, I'll just get the game at a discount.
I'll buy the campaign or the Modern Warfare.
And the thing about that co-op, before we move on from Shadow to Tomb Raider, co-op is going to be in the expansion packs that come with it.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
That might work.
Online multiplayer co-op. It's going to get something in expansions, which that kind of sucks because it kind of limits your player base immediately right there if you're going to do expansions and for online.
I mean, I'll get the game, but it won't be day one.
All right.
No, I'm gonna scoop it up. I'll probably get it on PC.
September 14th, get Shadow of the Tomb Raider. All right, so the next thing, big news with today, everybody was staying up all night, you know, for the big official trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2, and no one's talking about it, right? So, what were you guys thought? I didn't watch it until literally, I'm watching it now for the first time. I just thought I'd check Twitter to see see if anybody was really on it, but no, everybody was talking about State of Decay 2. I had to correct a lot of fucking people. But what are your thoughts? We gonna go in order. Jez, what are your thoughts on the Red Dead Redemption 2, their newly trailer that appears to lack gameplay? Like, what's going on?
It is a cowboy game. It's exactly what it looked like. I hoped it was going to be like one of their develop like kind of their walkthrough videos where they kind of have that guy narrating over and they're talking about features and stuff, like what you'll be doing. We know that's coming. I was just like another trailer of more kind of cutscenes. But we did see John the Marston guy character from the other Red Dead, so he's in there, which that's cool. Marston, yeah. That's really cool, and that was probably the only thing. Like, I just thought it was more cowboy stuff. Like, the story sounds like It was more symbolic about fire and all that other stuff. It didn't show the gameplay of it, which that's what we all want to see. And I thought for the third trailer, and we should see more of like what you're going to be doing, how the missions are. But that's coming. They're gonna add some crazy stuff to this game. That's what I'm more excited about than this trailer was.
Yeah. I mean, it was really like a big like rendered, like the rendered cutscenes and stuff like that. I almost want to say, to be honest with you, that it was underwhelming for me. Like they didn't really show any gameplay. They didn't really show anything.
I understand what you're saying.
I felt kind of let down in the sense of like I want to see what the game plays like. I want to see something. Don't show me these cutscenes. You know what I mean? But I mean that's what I got from it. I mean, underwhelming would be the word I would use.
I kind of agree with you, but in a sense, I kind of look at Rockstar. This is what they do with all their games.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah,
when you look at Grand Theft Auto 5, they show things in Grand Theft Auto 5 that you're like, wait, I can do yoga, and then you're like, wait, I can't really do yoga.
That's coming. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
those videos are coming. It's Rockstar's way. Like everything we saw was in game. It wasn't CG. It was in game, and it looked clean. But it's kind of Rockstar's that's how they do things. So. The game's gonna sell like hotcakes. It's a Rockstar game.
Oh yeah,
the only part of the trailer that really interests me is when I was like, "Wait, that's the guy from the first," and I was like, "Oh shit, I need to finish Red Dead," before I go into this. Because that right there, that kind of was we didn't see. So that's probably what really interests me. And what I also think is I think this game is gonna play similar. I don't know. I got the vibe it's gonna have a similar feel to like Grand Theft Auto, where you're going to be able to play as multiple characters because there's a female character, and it kind of felt like you were going to be able to play as her, plus this guy, plus this. And I kind of think you're going to be able to play as multiple characters, which I don't mind if they do that, as long as the story is good.
Yeah. And something's coming. It's like they'll add like survival aspects, like you got to feed your character, and then you could play just like they did with GTA 5, where you didn't know you were going to be 3 different people bouncing around. That was kind of like, whoa, you could jump from that guy that's in the helicopter to that guy, and you could do missions like that. They're going to put some sort of hook or something that's really new in it.
I think this game, being that it's a Rockstar game developed for this current generation that we're in now, and it's not for last gen anymore, I think we'll really get to see what Rockstar can do with our consoles. So especially the X and the Pro, I really think that this game is really going to stand out and really shine.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what they can do with the base model systems, the S and the regular PlayStation Slim versus the X and the Pro, because I think that the X and the Pro I think are going to really stand out, and people are going to see. I think for once, people are actually going to see from a third-party developer what the Pro and what the X can really do compared to their little sister consoles. I think this game is going to show it, especially with frame rate. I think this game is going to show it.
Yeah. Rockstar is overrated. Facts.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I got nothing to say about that. I'm gonna let Addict get in trouble all by himself.
I don't know about that underrated. Underrated, man. I don't know about that.
Nah, man, they're gonna do something.
You mean the Rockstar gods? That's what you mean, man.
Hey, I really can't say too many things bad about Rockstar. I like a lot of their franchises, man. I like too many of them.
I always preface this with this, right? Who can show a logo of a game and the internet implodes? Rockstar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't it break records for its views in like a day?
Yes, it did.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know what? And I know I said that I was underwhelmed, but maybe it's a combination of disappointed that I don't get to see the gameplay. Because my expectation is it's going to be fire, and I want the game now, and I wish that that's what I saw, because that's really what I want to see, because that's, for me, along with God of War,
is my you're going to get to see gameplay.
Yeah, and it's going to be on Sony stage. Yeah. So for me, that's
who knows? They have exclusive crap. Sony with their deals, man.
Oh, for sure. Stuff. So Sony's on their Don Matrick wagon, bro.
Hey, speaking of that, Don. Speaking of marketing, do you know if Tomb Raider this time around has marketing with Xbox? Because I know it's coming out the same day on everything. Yeah. But is the marketing deal with Xbox?
I don't know, man.
Good question.
I'm not sure.
It seems like it's Xbox.
Here's the reason I asked that, because there's a game coming up this month that has really strong marketing with Xbox, and I'm really impressed to see the marketing. Microsoft is doing a lot of marketing behind Dark Souls Remastered. I've been seeing this game all over the place.
Everywhere.
And I guarantee you, because we already know it's running 1800p 60 frame, I guarantee that game is going to run native 4K 60 frames on Xbox.
Yeah, but the thing is, didn't Xbox have like the marketing deal for Dark Souls 3 when it launched? It was on Xbox E3 stage.
Yeah, they did. I don't know. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
All I know is like they're showing.
Yeah, Dark Souls, Witcher, Overwatch,
a ton of ads on YouTube too about that Dark
Battlefield
Souls.
1,
and it's always Xbox at the end. I'm telling you, that game is going to run native 4K 60, and people are going to be freaking impressed.
Xbox should have freaking marketing deal with freaking Code Vein. That's the Bandai game they need, though. I can't wait for that shit to come out.
I agree with that, man.
I kind of agree. That game is kind of cool.
When's that? Is that coming out this year, right? This holiday?
It's supposed to.
I think Microsoft lost that marketing right. For some reason, I think Sony is marketing that game. No, Code Vein.
Code Vein.
Oh.
Really?
Is it Konami?
They were on stage. They were on stage at the last E3.
You might be right. Might be right.
Sony's. It was on the Sony stage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow. But before we move forward, I want to say shout out to the people watching, all 120 and 119 of you, and
hit the like button, man.
Oh yeah, please hit the like.
Purged most of my subscribers, so I'm short of 7,000 again. Just to give you guys an update, if you have not, May 1st, it's already passed, but Guns of Icarus Alliance is available for the PlayStation 4 and PC and Mac and Linux if you play on those other platforms. But it's available. We're gonna be playing that game sometime this week, streaming it. Also,
I got it. We got to play. I bought it.
Yeah, you bought it.
Hold on. Yeah. Jez, that game you were talking about with the pirates?
Yeah, Sea of Thieves in the sky.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, get on it. We'll do a special Planet Xbox stream.
I'll buy it tonight.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
All right.
Yo, that game was pretty cool.
It's fun. Yo, and Addict's a beast. Addict is a beast at fucking flying that shit.
Oh, I was doing good. I was flying underneath the guys and having my team shoot up underneath the guys. I like how you could how you navigate that thing. That thing is pretty fun. Like the airship.
And I'm a gunner. So we got that. Plus, me and Addict got the Raging Justice review coming. That's going to be taking place May 8th. So we're currently playing that game.
I've officially seen Kid Smooth rage on Raging Justice.
Yeah, because I can't. The game is like it's a couch co-op game, and it's not really that much fun playing by yourself.
Smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I want you to do before stream? I just want you to fight one of the Valkyries in God of War because you're gonna rage.
Oh my. Those Valkyries can stay right where they at.
Come on, dude, you gotta do it. Look,
they can stay.
Why is the chat saying that there's some music playing?
No, because there was I hit it, but it still plays. Like either a donation happened. It wasn't a donation. A subscriber. I got to subscribe. A subscription.
Oh, okay.
That's probably what it was. That's what it's looking like.
Everybody's saying there's some
using Streamlabs. You using Streamlabs?
Yeah, that's what I'm using. But I thought if I had the eyelid blocked, that it won't do anything.
That's a Nintendo lab on the background.
I can remove it. I know how to remove it.
That Nintendo Labo, not 7 balls when I hear.
Oh shit!
I got rid of it.
Tell Nintendo to get all that cardboard and recycle it, bro. Earth Day.
Yeah, I think they missed the boat on that one, man.
Earth Day.
The Nintendo Labo. Oh yeah, you guys bought any? You bought those boxes.
Man.
That thing is flopping.
Yo, for those asking about the State of Decay topic, we're getting up on it. It's coming. We got to talk about it because I nearly broke the
recycling bin.
But we have to. You know.
Oh, people in the chat, Labo flops.
Yeah, I think Nintendo thought they had something there now.
No, that was bad.
I watched some videos, like, they make you demo, like, folding a piece of cardboard, a little, like, condom for your controller.
Hey, man.
That's, like, the sample.
Yeah. Like, 3 hours I watched the guy
that robot.
Yeah, man. Oh,
the
my
piano
God.
takes, 2 hours to make. Like, 2 hours
one of the big Nintendo streamers, he ended his stream early, an hour into it. He was like, forget it, recycle bin, boom.
$70 of cardboard, throw it out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, when I saw somebody unbox it,
I mean, you could tell
the cardboard like this.
Yo,
I was like, shit, that was like my garbage.
The economy has to be doing well for people to spend $80 on cardboard.
Exactly.
I don't even like to spend $30 on cardboard boxes when I got to pack up to move. There ain't no way I'm planning to make robots.
They would have been so much better just selling those pieces as accessories. Like just selling $20 for the piano. You can put your thing and turn your switch into a piano.
Wait, what'd you say, Gaming Addict?
Let's be real here, kid. You waste a lot of shit. How many Xbox Ones have you bought? How many PS4s?
Yeah, but I use
recycling.
I use them,
bro.
But he uses them. He gets his money out of them.
They're useful.
Yeah,
I like
your bets. Like
I could have built a couple Labos with all the Xbox Ones and PS4s that I bought and returned and traded and sold.
Yo, Meds J says, no exaggeration, 8 hours for the robot.
That's ridiculous.
8 hours.
Hey,
Shout out to Meds, bro. Shout out to Meds, man.
And check this out. If you're a big dude, you can't put that robot on. You gotta be like, Erica's size.
Yo, isn't the robot like the size of a toddler?
It's like Erica. She said she can fit it. So none of us can fit it. We're too big.
Yo, you imagine spending 8 hours building that cardboard thing. I put it on. I'm like, oh, just like like the fucking Hulk. Like it just rips over like the cardboard.
Oh, hey, I would pay to see that. Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, it'll be like Tommy Boy, right? Like fat guy in a little coat. You put that thing on.
Ned's in the chat. Robot Tiny.
Oh my gosh!
Fucking rubber bands are flying all over the place. Whacked in the head.
Oh man!
There you go.
So
8 hours.
Let's
take a day off from work and build that thing.
Let's approach the elephant in the room, right? So May 1st was the official date, the start of the State of Decay 2 campaign. We all know the game is coming out May 22nd. And if you are pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, you get the game May 18th.
Oh no, I don't got the Ultimate.
Microsoft, and they've had like this big preview event where they let big media outlets come and play the game so they can have preview pieces to put out there. And some of those things came out mixed, and some say mostly, you would say what, mostly positive. That of the information that came out about State of Decay 2, but the more popular stuff that came out on State of Decay 2 was the Eurogamer and the GameSpot like pieces, right?
Of course.
Which highlighted some negative that raised concerns across like people on Twitter and on YouTube, people making instant reaction videos. But I really wanted to talk about this, and I'm so happy I did what I did just so I could. This is the only reason why I don't have a video on State of Decay 2. This is the only reason, and I wanted to make sure we discuss everything.
Videos because you spent all day arguing.
Well, I didn't spend all day arguing. I spent all day getting questions and getting answers, and then applying those answers to the people that had everything to say. So, but
kid was like,
truth was that he was out there finding the truth like Halo, man.
Yo, I gotta say, props to Smooth because he did.
Yeah.
Friggin' media should have he asked those guys that question. They provided all information that was more coverage than what all the. I don't know what the hell those people like to play. But yeah, the thing is,
I make a video, Smooth.
Yo, I can't. But the thing is like what I get pissed off about, and what grinds my gears about this thing, is Microsoft allowing this shit to go on continuously, where the media does an event, they come out, they give their impressions, and then they run around, and then they gotta like do damage control fixing from a developer because people are asking questions about it. Why does this constantly happen? Like, I don't understand it. Where is the media kit? Where is like, guys, this is how co-op works? Like, correct. Why do they let this happen constantly? And then the media runs and gives all these impressions and does all this stuff, and now the damage is out there. This game now has questions about bugginess. They got questions about the co-op, all this other stuff, and and Smooth had to go and ask the dev, and the dev was really great, like telling everybody what the hell was going on, and it answered a lot of the questions. But like the media, I just don't understand how Microsoft allows the media to give these impressions and don't have this under control. They got so many platforms to announce this stuff and get the message out the proper way, and they don't do it. Instead, they let the developer kind of suffer and have to do damage control on this crap, while the media is just running around with all this other stuff. I don't get it.
Yeah,
no, go ahead.
Go ahead, Frog. What was your?
I was gonna say, like you did a lot of investigations on this, and it seemed like most of the I listened to when they were talking about State of Decay 2, it seemed like from what I got, they had an old build of the game and that they were playing, and like a lot of them were saying the same things about the game. And so I was like, well, why would they give them an old build? And even the question about, oh, this save file kind of, they were like, oh, this is kind of like a lock, part of the beta. And I was like, I think that ultimately the questions that you asked and the answers you got are cool, but the only problem is, and I kind of said this in a text I sent you, is if this game comes out and it has some of the same problems, then it kind of look at the developer, and it's kind of like a Sean Murray thing. Like, you talked to your community, you said all this great stuff, but then you still came out with the product and you still had all these problems in it. So I'm just hoping that everything that is being said to us as the community, especially you, when you got your answers back from these guys, hopefully they're genuinely giving you the answer that is right and not just a PR bullcrap, because that's what I don't think I want to see. And I'm hoping that they're not doing that. They're not feeding you some PR bullcrap.
Now, as far as the problems like that we're talking about, my quest wasn't to find like, oh, is the frame rate buggy or is the game like no, because I knew that would.
You asked about the co-op.
My thing was the thing that was going to mostly impact like stuff like, oh, the co-op, the tethering, the stuff that seemed like, holy crap. Well, I didn't expect that. The bug stuff, we saw there was going to be some slight frame rate issues when we saw some of the patch stuff. We saw, like, all right, they're going to have to patch that up. So that I'm not worried about. That's all right. I get that. It was the whole tethering, what people were telling you about the tethering and why it was done.
Right.
And the whole like, oh, well, the co-op is, well, there's no progression. You can't bring anything with you. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, let me see what the hell this is all about, because, and so the first thing I did as soon as people started talking about it and making their videos about it, I went straight to developers. I didn't go, the first thing I did was went to the DM. I didn't do it publicly yet until I felt comfortable before I tagged them in it. But I went there, I'm like, hey, these are some of the concerns that this and those is saying. Like, what was why I first asked, why was the tethering option, what happened, why is that the case? And there was and I'm gonna try not to say this like word for I'm gonna try to be as precise. There was like, the way they built the game, for it not to be that way, it would have kind of just messed up the way the game was supposed to go, or what they tried to do with the game. So they tried to do it in a way where it's not as restrictive, where it's to the point where they felt like, oh, this it won't be a hindrance at this point. So by them doing that, it allowed them to move forward with the original vision that they had with their game. The only thing that people are not understanding is, and me, I'm not a super fan of like State of Decay, but from what I played of State of Decay and from what I know of other games like that, State of Decay is a difficult game, right? Meaning that the thing is that, remember playing, like, if you remember ever playing Left 4 Dead, I remember it would be me, my roommate, and my best friend from high school. We used to play because I bought them all Left 4 Dead for Christmas one year, right? One would venture off, right? But too far enough where if he got killed, we couldn't really revive him. And it would get annoying as shit. Now, State of Decay is one of those things where it's permadeath. Once you die, right, you die, right? And the thing is, it's like, I know everybody was thinking about the idea. I was like, well, I'm going to go loot this house. You're going to go across town and loot that house. But what about if this house have like fucking like 6 zombies and you can't really take them? Nobody can revive you. You're dead. Once you're dead, you're dead. And not only are you dead, but that character you died with, you can't bring that character back to your game because he's dead. Now you got to start over. Like, so it's like, it's more of it's a controlled situation, but I don't see it as a problem as everybody's making it out to be. They did give a specific number of how many kilometers it is that you can, without being teleported back or something like that, or given a warning to go back. The other thing was the report on that your progression and stuff like that. Now, the way that they described the story, and I saved all these screenshots, right? of how it works is one, you do anything that you get. Other things
is about to go on an exposing adventure, right? He's like, I saved all the screenshots.
The only thing that you can't do is obviously, you know, like build bases and expect those bases that you do in co-op to be in your solo game once you leave co-op, right? But anything you earn, like influence, XP, guns, and all that other stuff, resources that you get, those actually do follow you. That goes into your personal game. So you do get something out of playing co-op. It's just not, oh, well, we didn't beat this game together type situation. Let's do, where is all these damn photos? I got too many. Hold on.
People forget that influence is the currency in State of Decay.
Yeah, it's the money.
Right.
All right. So
and I don't think. No, go ahead.
They said when people worry about the story progress being saved, it's only because they haven't played our story yet. It's a dynamic and completely individual to each player's campaign. The missions that happen in your friend's world are different or non-existent in yours. Nothing to save.
So what that means is you make your own game. Basically, when you're playing, your game can be totally different than my game. We can do two totally different things.
What he's
so
saying?
The adventure, I'm just trying to figure out if that's what he's saying, because I had the first State of Decay. I didn't play it until I got an Xbox One, because the 361 to me, even though I had it, I just felt like it ran really poor. So I played it. I have it on Xbox One, and I'm playing it, and I'm like, where's the story? And I got the same guy I started with, haven't died. I'm really far in it, but it got to a point where I was like, I kind of felt like I was doing the same thing over and over. And I guess my question was like, what's the story? And it kind of feels like, and what I'm getting is, it's make your own kind of like story. That's what I'm getting.
But the original one had a story, but it was mainly revolved around like checkpoints in the game, not really like a set point. Like you had to get to a certain part, and the next thing you had to do was find another establishment that can hold everyone that you got. Then you had to go attack the army. Like you had a line that you had to go through, but you could do it any way you want. You know, I got a place in the bottom left. My friend got a place in the top right. Then they all lead to the same thing. You know, every story in that game leads the exact same way. It's just up to you if you want to go this way, if you want to do it this way. If you want to spend 40 hours getting resources, that's up to you. But, you know, State of Decay 1, a lot of people need to realize is was made, there was never intentions for a second one. You know, obviously they had the mindset, if it does good,
they want to make an MMO.
Yeah, they were working on an MMO.
They want to make an MMO.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they want to make.
So let me ask you a question, Gaming Addict. Is there an end game to this game? That's what I'm asking. Is there an end game?
Like it's management. It's management. It's like how many? I mean, the thing is, the game is a survival game. How many people can you keep alive?
Have you beat this game?
You talking to me? I can't hear Addict.
You beat State of Decay 1.
You asking me?
Yeah, he's asking you.
He's asking me? Oh no! Hell no! No.
Why are you explaining what this game's about?
Because I'm explaining.
Let me talk,
I'm explaining
boy.
the second game.
Boy,
I'm explaining what I know of the second game.
Boy,
why you gotta be rude?
Boy, let him talk, boy.
He just
Why
did the God of War right there.
I hate the whole line. Have you beat this game? But go on, Addict. Explain.
No, wait, look.
The floor is yours.
Story, you know, go through the army, do all that. Then it's got something called breakout mode, where you have to collect like resources. We're not talking like a little resources. We're talking like a lot of resources to go to the next breakout mode. I can't remember how many breakout levels they are, but every time you go up a level in breakout, it pretty much like when you get all the resources you need, you go to the next breakout, the enemies become stronger.
Okay.
Stronger. Everything becomes stronger. And you do that. There's actually an achievement that's on Xbox Live for doing them all. Then they got that lifeguard bullshit. I didn't even play that one.
So I guess the answer is there's technically an end game to it, but it just depends on how much management time, how much you want to manage your time within that game. It's still not gonna. You're not gonna just like, oh, I beat it in a day. You're gonna take.
I don't think there was any narrative to it, but there are set piece
and that's what
it's like I said, like the game's got a narrative, but it's not like
it's not saying. Yeah, because you don't have a character.
and then you go here. Like,
yeah, you don't
at a certain part in the game, you get to a church. I don't care. Anyone in the comment section want to come at me?
No,
Lord Addict IOP. Come at me. I will spoil the fuck out of this game.
I've gotten far in the game, and I got to the first checkpoint, and I played it on that, and I got to the first establishment, and I built that establishment up, and it's maxed out. And I'm like, I can't do anything more here. So what you're saying is basically, I need to go to the next establishment and build that up with the military and have those conversations, and whatever interaction I have, that's how I move forward. That's what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out if it, because to me it sounds like it's very similar to the first game.
Can you say what kind of missions you played? Like, were they kind of just fetch quests or like randomly generated missions, or did they have kind of?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm wondering. Like, is everybody's story the same thing?
It was just random stuff. Like they added stuff in there called beacons that were originally for the army, and you can get there and take them. I mean, they had fetch quests where you had to go rescue someone from getting killed by zombies.
Right,
and then there'll be a survivor, and they'll go back. You can recruit them and
bring them back to your establishment. See, I don't consider that fetch quest because that is actually the core mechanic of the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
One of the issues I had is I felt like sometimes like what happened. Like I hated how the cars drove in the original one. Like it was so jaggy. Like, you would barely run into anything and do 6 flips.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first one, but I thought they improved it on the second one. I thought that from what I played, the cars run a lot better. Like it's much more smoother.
Yeah. What was funny is I was talking to one of the devs at PAX. I went to one of the after parties, and I was sitting there talking with shout out to Lord Cognito. Me and him were talking to him. And like I straight up told the dude, was like, your shooting mechanics in the first one were trash, like in a low key way. It was like because I just got through playing it for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what'd you think? I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so used to State of Decay 1 shooting mechanics, I missed every shot because I was having to use to like shooting a different way. That's you shouldn't have to shoot in a State of Decay game.
Mm-hmm.
The game, it's like I said, this game
improved the shooting. From what I played at PAX, I played only like 15-20 minutes of it, but the shooting and the driving definitely was a lot more action oriented and much more tight than what the first one was. The first one was like a headache. You didn't want to fight; you just ran.
At the end of the day, I do think the tethering thing's an issue. I've been told it's 1,500 feet.
Right, that's what I've heard. I've heard that
1,500 feet. That's a lot.
But the thing is, when I see in the game, like they were like, I was watching I think it was one of the websites was playing it, and they were like, zombies were attacking their base, and they were like, oh, well, 2 people could go back with the tether, and they couldn't do it because they were all in. And I was like, that doesn't. That is,
I said, like that is definitely an issue. Like
that's the problem.
I think the reason they did that, I think it was a gameplay mechanic choice because it would get like I played this game and like. The older one, the first one, there were a lot, but on this one, you can go into a barn thinking they scream. One of the red eye zombies can make a scream, and then there's 50 on you.
Yeah.
Right, the screamers.
And it's not like it was on the other one. Like you can handle a lot of situations by yourself. On this one, it can go from chill to oh shit, we got to get out in a blink of an eye. On this one,
I mean that's kind of cool.
It doesn't take away from the fact that they shouldn't have chose this gameplay mechanic, but you know, I mean, my thing is, I don't want
honestly, one of the reviewers was saying that actually spills into the single player, where like you're out doing missions and your base is getting attacked. You had to cancel that mission to go back to your base to save it, because you can't do teleporting. But the first one never had teleporting. Jesus, who's that sound?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like,
I'm sorry, that might have been my dog.
I'm
sorry.
As long as the tethering is a decent amount to where we can
have some freedom,
go out by ourselves and scavenge the area that we're in.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Just over 15.
If it's like I raid the house on the right, Kitsme raids the house in the middle, and Jez goes, no, I'm not using Jez. I don't like Jez.
I'm like, screw you guys.
Who does the one to the left? And they tell me that I had to get closer to Merc because he's the host. I'd have an issue with that, but I've been told it's not like that at all.
Okay, because that's what I was saying. Like you get warnings, and then you teleport to the. And then the other thing I think they said is that you can't shoot, you can't do anything when you're in the car either, except open the doors. You can't shoot outside the door.
The original one.
You can only open the doors, right?
You can't. Yeah, you can only open them.
I do think
no. In this one, they said from what they played, they said in the second one, you can't shoot outside of your car. Nobody could shoot. You just open up doors. I think this is not. I think it's a mechanism that they didn't want you doing that, probably because they want you to hit the car whole like fuel and damage and stuff. But it kind of sucks that if you're a passenger, you really just sit there and you can open up doors. And that's about it. You can't shoot.
Actually, you might not think it, but those open up doors fuck shit up. You can do a lot of damage open up doors.
But let's think about something. Look at all the reactions, right? That this game is getting, all the uproar, all the stuff is causing, and this is a $30 title.
Yeah,
like this is like we're holding.
It's an exclusive again.
Not to say that we are not allowed to that we're but we're like this game is being held to it's being held higher than Sea of Thieves. It's being held held up as a AAA. Yeah, they want us to have a AAA experience, but this game is probably a triple I. You know what I mean? So
a triple I.
Yeah, a triple A.
Well, here's the way I look at it. It's publicity, and all publicity is good. It's bringing attention to the game. No matter if it's good or bad, people are going to know about this game now. Because I don't think they're putting the same... Right.
Yo, they changed that title. That was pretty crazy.
Yo, Jazz, explain that. After Frog finishes up, I want Jazz to explain that situation. But Frog, go ahead.
I'll say this real quick. I don't feel you have the same level of advertisement, and they're not putting the same level of oomph behind this game as it did Sea of Thieves, which I thought this game, to me, I think this game was going to be a better game than both.
I think it's going to rate higher on Metacritic.
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know if they can iron out a lot of that stuff, because I think people are going to be very critical of the glitches and stuff like that because the first game had them and they're expecting the second game not to have them. So if they can fix those, I think people, but I do think reviewers are going to go extra hard on technical glitches on this one, even though all games.
I'm giving this game a 74. That's Metacritic, 74.
Shout out to got a good comment. Shout out to Iron Lord's podcast. He said, the issue is the God of War effect. When a masterpiece is dropped, Microsoft is going to be held to extra accountable on all the way to E3. So pretty much just because God of War launched, and it's not just exclusives. Microsoft's exclusives are going to be looked at more of a magnifying glass. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Every game from here to the rest of the year is going to get the God of War.
Well, Frog just said Red Dead Redemption.
It's not like God of War.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's like, I enjoyed God of War, but it hasn't changed my life on how I look at other games coming up. My interest for other games coming up is just like
it's kind of like when a game sets a certain kind of precedence, you kind of look and say, wow, like they did something.
God of War definitely raised the bar.
God of War raised the bar.
For sure.
It changes.
It's the same to me. It's the same to me when
Zelda and Horizon Boss Move. I said the 74. I was predicting the Metacritic score of State of Decay 2 when I said a 74.
Let's go around and predict the Metacritic.
Really?
Yeah, I'm predicting the 74.
Okay.
Give it a 78.
I would love for it to be higher, but I'm just looking at how they treated it. Just looking at how they treated the preview. Looking at how they treated the preview. No, I know exactly how this game, or like I said, Xbox game starts out with an F and they have to work its way up. PlayStation games start with an A and got to work their way down. That's how these games are graded. That's what I'm going with a
77 to an 82. Yeah. I think that's where it's going to get.
I was expecting Smooth to say a higher score. I was going to say 73.
I think there's going to be a lot of 8s and 7s.
I was going to say 73 Metacritic score.
I say 75.
78.
I guess the question you got to ask yourself is, what other big games are coming out near it to really impact it? Are there any big games coming out?
No, there are. Detroit 3 days later.
Yeah, they're different games.
What's coming out?
Curiosity, what does everyone think Detroit going to get on Metacritic?
I don't know, but I ain't buying that. I played the demo. I'm like, I ain't buying that.
I think probably 80.
I would say 80.
They get 87.
I don't think it's gonna get high.
No, I mean these games get overrated. I'm telling you, this game's getting an 87.
I don't think Detroit's gonna get I think Detroit's gonna get a solid 8 on Metacritic. I think it's gonna be a solid 8.
80, like
7, 8, 7, 9, or 8. One of those.
Everybody played the demo here already for Detroit or not?
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm not feeling it, man. I ain't gonna buy it.
I'm interested in it, so I'll probably buy it. I played Heavy Rain.
I do like that. Yeah, you could just skip all that research and stuff and just go right out there and just try to wing it that way. Like it is pretty cool. Like
I'm gonna try to get a hold of it early, but it's what it is. But Jez,
go ahead. Go ahead. I was gonna ask you a real quick question, but do you think, because I always look at like games that are big and in the genres, like I'm gonna get Detroit, but I'm super excited this month. Out of every game is the Dark Souls remastered. Like really, I think people are underrating that game. I think
how can you underrate a remaster of a game that's already known as a cult classic, man?
I think because, and what I said to you before is Microsoft is really pushing that game harder than people think they are. That game, when Digital Foundry comes out and says it's running native 4K 60, a lot of people, that game is going to really.
So what? It can run that. It's not a pretty game.
But it's just the fact that it's a game that it's doing something.
I hope on these generations it can run 60 regardless if it's 4K or 1080.
But what I'm saying is, like, it's not just running 4K, just regular assets.
It's on a new engine too, I believe.
It's on a new engine, right? It's on a new engine. So my whole thing is like, go ahead.
Apologize. No, you finish what you're saying, man.
No, what I was gonna say is like, they've implemented a lot of elements. It's not just we just took the original code and we just put it in 4K and 60. They added a lot of stuff to it. Like, it's really improved, and I think that
if it ain't easier, I ain't fucking with it.
What I'm saying is, as a whole, look, as a whole, that game is going to be talked about no matter where it's at.
It's a remaster, dog. It's like, come on, Dark Souls 3 came out like a year ago, 2 years ago. Like, come on.
That game is going to be talked about. It's $39 for a remaster that's being really done well. 60 frames. Everybody talks about Souls games.
Aren't Souls games typically 60 frames or no?
No, they're not.
Whatever. I mean,
here's the better question.
Don't underrate it.
No.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is Kid Smooth going to beat Dark Souls?
That's not my priority this month.
If you get it, I'll play it with you, because I would love to play this game with you on Xbox. I would love to have
you gonna beat it.
Just a quick brief intermission before I let. I said a queef. That's how much I'm thinking about. Like, I said queef.
There you go.
I really said queef.
Thing that
you said queef. What the hell is going on here?
Oh man, dude, a quick brief intermission. Before I have Jez go on and explain some game spots.
Don't talk Jez and queef in the same
time. Time out. Time out. Before I have Jez expose game spot. I want to just say, I want to give a shout out to everybody watching the chat. Shout out to Iron Lords podcast. If you don't got yourself one of those like Chris Iron Lords podcast shirts, get one, man. Hit up the Iron Lords podcast. That shit is lit. I got 2 of them. Also,
I got one.
Your boy, I got my
birthday. Kraken is lacking.
My birthday is Sunday. My birthday is Sunday. I may be streaming that day. I may be streaming. I might be a social reject for my birthday. My birthday
Smooth.
is Sunday.
Social reject was birthday.
Smooth. Yeah. I just meant to say, since you brought up birthdays.
Yeah.
I want to announce this. So me, Smooth, Dreamcast guy, and there's one more person. Where all of our birthdays are basically from like the middle of May up to the 1st. Like we all are May babies. Yeah. So I was like, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. We're all Tauruses. We all have.
If you say up to the 1st, wouldn't that mean?
No, bro, from the 15th. What I'm saying is from the 15th up to the 1st of May.
From the 1st to the 15th.
Frog, are you using like Microsoft methods of evaluation?
Basically.
We're the best between this month.
We're the best between the 1st and the 15th. If you're from May 1st to the 15th, you're the best.
So you want to know what I did last year on my birthday on May 6th? You want to know what I was doing last year? This time last year? No. No. You asshole.
You know that's gonna be in the chat all night long now for sure.
No. When I was in the middle of the Uncharted 4 crushing challenge last year on birthday.
Good. Now you got to start this God of War on Hard challenge, and you got to do the same thing.
Oh man. So all right, Jez.
All right, so I'll tell you what
God of
happened.
War and Hard on his birthday.
No, hell no.
Somebody said Sea of Thieves is a queen. Oh my god!
A queef and clam.
Oh
All right, so Jess, let's ether GameSpot right now. Go ahead, Jess.
I was scrolling through the Twitter streets, going up and down, and yesterday when GameSpot had their thing, the article read, State of Decay 2 is Xbox One's next big console exclusive, but we have some worries. And I clicked on it, and that was the article that, the GameSpots had the video about the co-op and all their concerns and stuff like that. So then today, I'm scrolling through the Twitter streets, and I see GameSpot again, and it says then has the same picture, and it says Xbox One's next big console exclusive has us worried. And I'm like, oh crap, what's this one? I click on the article, it's the same one that they tweeted the day before. So they changed their title of the article to just get rid of but we have some worries to the big console has us worried, which I thought was pretty funny because it was yesterday was some, and then today it was they're really worried now.
That topic, and I do want to go into this. Yeah. And media bias, I don't think there really is that. I think people take advantage of the console war and they clickbait.
Yeah,
people think that's me.
Oh yeah, that's what that is.
They saw the shit lighting up on Twitter the last 24 hours. It was like, oh no, let's change it. Let's change it up to fit the narrative. Fucking.
See, the thing is that's
how these companies
that's the
make
equivalent.
Money, Let's say money clicking on that article.
Yeah. I had to double check because I was looking. I was like, wait a second, when posted? Is this a retweet from yesterday or something like that? And then I clicked on it and I was reading through it thinking maybe they they found some more stuff but it was the same article. I just thought it was pretty funny. They just reworded their tweet to make it look more dramatic than from the day before, which funny they just kind of going with the narrative with everybody concerned.
You have people that act like this stuff doesn't happen, where people take advantage of the console war. But it's look, I'm not going to say it's media bias, but I'm going to say the same people that are making fun over people with State of Decay would have had an aneurysm if they would have said God of War's trash and these are why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was surprised there wasn't a lot of that stuff, but you know what? That game really was real. I'm surprised somebody didn't do that because that would have been going after it. I'm surprised somebody would get a lot of hits if they just kind of trash on God of War, which, I was surprised nothing came out like that.
Oh, Jack Moo just platinumed.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. No, he didn't. Never mind. He's got 97%. Man, that's false advertising. Fuck you, Jack.
See, I still don't have a platinum yet. I still don't have a platinum trophy on PlayStation. It's I don't know.
You do.
We originated on Xbox.
No, I got the crushing trophy. I don't have the platinum.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Are you eating an edible arrangement, Frog?
Yes, my wife went out today and she bought me an edible arrangement, and I asked her why she bought it, and she said, just because I love you.
Shout out to Frog's wife. That's nice, man.
She just does stuff like this.
Oh man, we know Frog's getting his birthday.
Wait a second, bro. Where my wife? My wife ain't pulled up. I'm not out here.
My birthday's not even until the 13th, so
snap! She's building up to his birthday.
My birthday's on Mother's Day.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
There you go.
When we went to PAX, there was a plate that had apples or oranges or something like that, wasn't it, Kid?
Yeah.
And Kid picks up this apple, was like, I wonder if this shit's real, and then takes a bite, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I mean, how you know?
Oh yeah, that was
a random apple.
Yeah, that was at the Airbnb, right?
You never saw Snow White, did you?
Snow
White just bite an apple.
Well, I'm trying to think of what else is going on.
Frog looks like the Frog looks like the God of War.
Everyone, shut up. We need to talk about this. this Mike Ybarra teasing Rise. I want to talk about that.
Yes. Matter of fact, before we go into that, I gotta.
God, yes.
People keep going at me for these damn videos. You guys know this lately. The videos I've been putting out, the discussion videos that are.
Major Nelson gave him the apple.
No, the discussion. Shout out to Major Nelson anyway.
With the white gloves.
The white gloves, right?
With the white gloves.
I got the Major Nelson shirt on.
He had the Michael Jackson gloves on.
Yeah, I got the Major.
He needs to start carrying that Purell bottle around, bro. That's what Major Nelson.
So a lot of people have been attacking. Not I want to say not the attacking's overused, but a lot of people have been coming at me for my videos, the discussion video. Why are you asking for old games? You guys need new IPs. Let's make this clear. Let's make this clear. Microsoft has had new IPs all generation. They weren't as successful. So why not bring back games that are 8 to 10 plus years old? Rebooting a old IP is just as good as introducing a new IP.
I totally agree with you, Smooth. But I don't think that's what Microsoft wants to do.
Is it me or is there always a bug with this dude? Like
no, because I totally agree. I've been saying the same thing. Like, reboot, remaster, remake from the ground up some of your IPs, but I don't think that's what Microsoft wants to do.
I'm not talking about what they want to do. That's what I want them to do. Like, I don't care about.
I want to do the same thing.
But that's what my videos has been about. I don't care about.
Dude, I want Jade Empire remade from the ground up. I want Star Wars, Knights of the Republic remade from the ground up. But Microsoft doesn't want to put.
They're not remaking. They got the X. They're just upgrading.
Hey, shout out to 3MG in the chat, man.
What's up, 3MG?
All right. So let's talk about why we think, because Rare, both Rare,
is going to be on the podcast for some dumb shit one of us said.
Both Rare and Mikey Barr has been like, so Rare did a couple, the tweets about like Perfect Dark, but then they came out like, no, we don't want everybody thinking our tweets meaning it's a new game, and stop tweeting about it, right? And so, but I replied like, well, that's because that's what we want, LOL. Now Ybarr, over the last, week and a half. His first post, he took a picture and posted on Twitter
of the
statue of Rise in the Room, right?
Correct.
I'm like, oh, okay, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Right.
People were asking, and then, and remember, he did that 2 weeks before God of War release. Just giving you guys that, right?
Yeah.
The next one comes in like 2 days ago, right? And he's cleaning out his drawer and he finds all these like credits in relation to all the people that worked on Rise, Son of Rome, and all the production credits, pretty much credits on postcards, images of the game, and there was like game dev, us launching Rise, Son of Rome, and stuff like that. And I'm like, come on, dude, why? I get it. I like to reminisce. I like to go back and think of the good old days too. But why this? This is the second time I've seen a Rise reference. What do you guys think that means? Like, somebody
that game ain't coming.
Nothing.
It ain't coming, bro.
Nothing. It's all bullshit. They don't know that. I'm gonna tell you right now. He says it actually in that tweet because he tweeted this on April 8th. I remember him. Then people go, don't be a hype beast. Could this be extremely subtle teaser for Rise 2? I mean, Xbox E3 invites were sent out today. So yeah, Ybarra responds, no, it's a statue in Building 37, which I was at this morning for some press work. They don't know what the hell. And then the same thing with Perfect Dark. On May the 1st, they tweeted out a picture of May from Perfect Dark. Mayday, yeah. And then they go, and people are like, oh, is that a Perfect Dark Zero thing? And then they go, no, we just came to terms that anything we tweet about one of our old franchises, people assume it's a sequel. Yeah. They're trolling us, man. It's not coming, and I think that's messed up.
That is the one I think is coming though.
You can't. That's like putting food. That's like putting food in front of a.
Poor Smooth thinks all these stories they're gonna come out. They're not.
That's like putting food in front of a hungry kid who hasn't eaten and just taking it back. Yeah. Come on, man.
Give it Xbox fans water when with
thirst. That's all we want.
Vinegar, bro. Vinegar. They're giving us vinegar right now.
Yes, vinegar. That's right.
But my thing is
salt water.
Do they? This is the one thing I do not understand or
don't have a connection, man.
About Microsoft is that do they not? How it's like they're the person in the middle of social media that sees all the trending shit and share it all, and it just bounces off.
It's like,
hey,
yep.
Here's Lucky Cell. Like none of that's this shit.
Smooth. Hence my name. Grinds like years.
Hold on. If you were to have a percentage on a Rise sequel being announced, put that percentage.
Me personally, see, I don't think I'm gonna put it on. My percentage is at a 15%.
You sounded like you didn't sound like 15% when you told the story. He's like, it's coming.
Get out. What are you doing? Get out.
Hey, is everybody getting friggin' fruit baskets without Smooth doing?
Yeah, man.
What the hell's going on? It's my first.
Dude, I feel bad for Smooth's girl, man. He
you know, Smooth's ordering that Uber Eats.
Did somebody just break into Smooth's house or something like that?
No, it's my dude.
Somebody came to the
Get the
window.
noodles delivered right now on Uber Eats, man.
Hey, Smooth, want me to tell you my gun through the virtual web? I can do it, man.
You're what?
Never mind.
No.
That is like the biggest fruit bowl, man. That's hilarious.
Yo,
It's gonna be
It's like perfect in frame too.
like the thing
Yeah, I
is
think
perfect.
5%.
I would love to see,
1%. Yeah,
I would
think
love to
you're
see
right.
another Perfect Dark analysis. A lot of people
Agree.
A lot of people saying
Hey.
that I finesse Bond into the bed. The game. I honestly don't think it's being announced, but I mean I would be more than happy to see it. But
I think Perfect Dark is gonna get announced, but I don't think it's
if I
gonna
get a
be
Perfect Dark or that's the only reason why, right? I'm not going to E3 this
Hey,
year because I'm afraid I'm not going to see what I want.
Let's
Go ahead.
that with all the dumb shit kids been saying here lately and all the dumb bets you be making. The Planet Xbox Microsoft press conference of 2018 is the place to watch that stream.
Yeah, watch it.
Hell yeah.
Watch it. Watch it,
Like,
yo.
you might see this dude die if this game gets announced.
Yo, if the game
Perfect.
gets
It's either
announced,
that or he's gonna have one of those bloodborne rages. One of the two.
It's like what?
If the
What?
game
He looks
gets-
at his green screen
if the
like
game gets announced, dude. If there's any reference to it, it's like I don't know what I would do, but I hope my dream is either a Perfect Dark or a Rise 2, and I would feel I would be excited.
All right.
I'll make a bet with you,
Hey,
kid.
what's up?
I'll make a bet with you.
Uh-oh.
You that Microsoft won't announce any of those games.
You said they won't announce any of them. That's your bet?
This E3?
This E3.
So you got a 50% chance now.
Now, if I win, you got to stream the entire Banjo-Kazooie series.
No.
Lord.
Oh, jeez.
Decline that.
Oh, I
bet.
want-
Decline that.
No,
bet,
because
Smooth.
I won't
No,
survive.
I want to
couldn't-
see this man struggle because I don't think he can do that platforming life like that.
Wait, are you talking about just Banjo and Banjo Tooie? Or Banjo and
Yeah,
Xbox
just those
also?
two.
I
Just
don't
those
wanna-
two.
I don't like.
That's
Matter
bad.
of fact,
They're
let me
gonna
just
restart
share
it,
my
man.
grievance. I don't like Banjo. It's the most
gonna
overrated
bring Banjo back this
platforming
fall.
fucking game I've ever. Banjo's not good. It's
Oh,
not.
bro,
in,
I
it's
agree.
not in my top 5. It's not
I
in my
ain't a
top
Banjo
10
fan either, man.
of platforming games. It's
I
not.
can't talk
It's
about
Banjo
overrated.
was a
People are
game,
just so
yeah.
stuck.
Have
on
you
this
gone back and
whack-ass
booted
bear
that
and this
stuff up
bird.
recently?
Like, come on, it's not
You
fun. You
control,
guys
man.
clown Super Lucky's Tales. I'd rather play Super Lucky's Tales than Banjo, right? Yes, I
Really?
said that. Yes, I said yes. I don't like Banjo. I tried it. I tried all of them. I just don't like them.
I'm looking
There's
at my
something where
camera.
they're so wonky.
I can't.
They're
You're talking about 1 or 2, Banjo?
You gotta
All
get
of them.
kicked off the island.
All of them.
You got to get it's not an island. You got to get kicked off the planet. Okay.
Yo.
This has to be a vote now because you don't.
You should not bring Lucky's Tales up anymore. Even though that stupid shit got
Boy, Lucky
DLC.
tells.
Yo,
Are you
Lucky's
serious?
Tales
He
the
got-
new Conquer, man.
What?
Yeah,
got
it
a
is.
DLC like
He's
the
being
day before
he's
God of
being
War.
treated
Is
like
this?
it. He's
Whose
like
man is
Lucky's Tales is the Xbox goading baby. It's like it's the baby's game now. It's the child game. It's hey here this is
Oh,
our
no.
this
If
is
they
our
come out with a Lucky's Tales
what
2
other
smooth,
game
I'm
is
like,
Hey, kids,
I'm
man.
signing
Kids,
off.
man.
I'm
I
Jazz,
signing
got a
off.
hold on.
question.
Time out.
Just
Let
got
me
one
ask the
quick
question to Jazz. What other mascot is for the kids on Xbox?
You said what was man?
Wait, right now? What
I mean, you're
mascot
looking
for
at
the
it as a
kids?
franchise to market to kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the only one.
All
No,
right. So
Avatar.
You got to stop that,
Avatar.
kid. You got to
So-
stop that.
we're good. That's why I said that.
It's got for the kids. You gotta be kidding. They got Disney Adventures.
Yeah, who can you icon that? Disney's everywhere. Like
Lucky's not no friggin' icon for Microsoft.
for,
Oh my God.
for this
Please.
generation, yes, he is. You know,
Oh
he
my
already
God,
got
no.
it.
No, I don't
Look
know
here,
about
kid.
that. I don't know
Different
about
shit.
that.
I just got a question to ask you.
What's up?
I don't know about all
This
that.
is so much better than
Yeah, Minecraft.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Exactly. I say Minecraft.
Oh no,
Kids,
since
that
Lucky
one.
Tales is so much better than Banjo Kazooie.
Mhm.
Those games.
Oh.
Say what?
Ooh.
Can't say I
So
have.
much better than Banjo Kazooie. Have any of you beat any of those games?
Hey, I
No.
beat all of them.
I'd be any of them.
You beat
Super
Lucky's
Lucky
Tales?
I think I might have
played
to
the
learn
first
how
level
to
of
play
Lucky's
Xbox
Tales.
just for playing
Oh,
that game.
Banjo.
Banjo,
Lucky is
hell
a
yeah.
boring ass platform. He's boring. Man. You don't have any
Don't look at your
I
phone.
had an N64 day one.
No, I'm looking at my phone because I got a tweet. I just want to give a quick. If anybody can get a hold of, if anybody can get a hold of Moxie and Avers for G4G Media, I want them on Planet Xbox one day. So just wanted to.
I think that Smooth, yo, if they announce Lucky Sales 2 and E3, I'm gonna reach into the freaking computer and knock you
on
out.
fire, man.
If they want Lucky Sales 2 and E3, I'm gonna go right through the freaking computer.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's gonna happen? Any of you guys watch? Any of you guys watch the Dave Chappelle show?
Yeah, I love it.
Yo,
star-shaped
Wait,
pineapple.
this is what's gonna happen. Listen to what I gotta say. Listen to what
just heard Kid Smooth. He's like Lucky Sales 2, E3. He's writing it down right
when
now.
this is gonna be Jez at E3, right? When Microsoft announced Super Lucky Tales 2, Record 2, and Screenwriter 2. He's gonna be that.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be that. He's gonna be that racist white guy that when Dave Chappelle put off his mask at the KKK. Remember when Dave Chappelle put off his mask at the KKK rally and the white guy had his fucking
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Don't even start, man.
All I'm saying is if they announce any of those games, I'm done.
No, you know what? I got some. Keep talking. I got something.
They better not announce Record, Lucky Tales. Oh my god.
You think they're coming with some?
I think there's a higher percentage that either of those games get announced than friggin' Perfect Dark.
You think they'll announce any second party? Some second party deal?
I think they will.
All those games got to be second party because who's gonna make them?
Yeah, no, of course. Right now, studios are.
But I don't. Yeah, I think they announce second party will be bigger than that.
We're gonna announce Connect Sports 3.
Oh hell
no! There's no
Connect's dead.
No shit. Come
on.
Connect's dead. They can't do Connect. They don't do the adapter anymore.
2 with the Connect Sports 3.
Xbox mascot is a call from Forza.
you know. I didn't realize they stopped making their original Xbox until last year August. I didn't know that.
What, the original Xbox One?
The original Xbox One, they just discontinued it last year August. I didn't know that. I was like, damn.
How are you on the show? I'm curious.
No, what I'm saying is, like, I know the thing is, okay, the S had been released in 2016, so I thought it was like, okay, the original Xbox was done, but Microsoft was like, oh, we're gonna discontinue it basically almost a year later, and I was like, damn,
you gotta stop production.
It didn't make sense. It's like. But I guess they had so many VCR.
Lower manufacturing
I'm sorry, not VCR. They had so many Xbox One.
Hold on, I gotta pay a bill right quick.
Go ahead.
Infinity Hand said Red Dead. Old man Umo Kindaru God of War. What the fuck? Am I not speaking English? Like...
Someone make him say that again. Do that again.
Oh my gosh.
Ome Womo Shindaru God of War. Not me. Whoa. I'm reading it wrong. I'm reading it wrong. It says Red Dead is Ome Womo Shindaru. God of War, not me. Is that like what? Why y'all laughing? What the fuck is that?
Somebody wrote
that's on fire today, man.
The mascot is the bodiless Kraken.
Somebody just said the Xbox mascot should be the scalebound dragon.
Why are you
I'm starting to think that the
bodiless Kraken have people come out tentacles.
Bodiless Kraken, that crap is funny.
The stage.
The Kraken is lacking. Hey, Phil Spencer on stage.
Jesus Christ,
shirt, I'ma die laughing.
Yo.
Oh my god.
I said they're gonna instead of a car coming down, they have the Kraken body coming out the stage. That's why they need the big stage, but the Kraken body out there.
You know, it's gonna be part of the DLC, man. It's gonna be part of the DLC.
Agent Locke.
That's Morris Day. Somebody said it sounds like Morris Day and the time is in the background.
Smooth, you got me worried now. Now you tell me it's Lucky Tales 2 and now the DLC. You got more support than Quantum Break. Holy crap! I don't know.
Didn't Lucky Tales DLC came out?
Yes, Lucky Tales had 2 DLCs already.
Yeah, no, but this DLC that came out the week of God of War, right?
No, it just came out.
One came out this week.
I feel like
this week. Okay, all right.
I feel like
I had it wrong.
I feel like if a Rise 2 does get announced, there should be some kind of consequence for Jez.
Oh,
Consequence. If Lucky's Tales 2 gets announced, that's enough for me. I can't take it anymore.
Hey, if Rise 2 comes, look, if Rise 2 gets announced and Lucky Tales, Jez just has to buy Lucky's Tales.
Yes, I'll just buy Lucky's Tales.
Now you have to stream Lucky Tales the whole game.
Play the whole game Lucky's Tales? I don't care.
The whole game. You have to 100% it too. Fuck that. You have to 100%.
I never 100% any game.
You going to about that?
Bullshit. No fucking achievement hunter bullshit. I just play games.
Supposedly Xbox made 2-point-something billion last quarter, right? That came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Xbox. Let's talk about this before we close it out. You know the console that doesn't sell much of anything.
I love to front on money for
the Microsoft gaming division, Xbox division had I think posted 2.25 billion in revenue.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that? I mean, I'm not really. I guess the big deal to me is like, all right, whatever, cool, great. Now, can we get some of that shit back?
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? That's all I want,
exactly.
man.
I agree with you, man.
Exactly.
Especially that like, you know how they used to say how they wouldn't lock up content to like. Yeah. You know, like where's all that money going? If you're not spending money on locking up content like for your own console, like where has that money been going? You know what I mean? And it's obviously that Xbox is profitable, like 2.25 billion in a quarter.
Billion. Yeah.
Don't worry. In about 2 weeks,
billion with a B.
In about 2 weeks, they're gonna
is that just Xbox or is that their division of more personal computing?
Xbox.
Okay, Xbox is with Surface. Xbox is in the groups with Surface, Windows 10, and Xbox, and also too they got their cloud is in their own other thing.
Yeah. No, they specifically said the Xbox gaming division 2.25 billion.
Windows gaming.
No, Windows.
Xbox gaming as a whole.
Yeah, but it's under Windows. It falls under Windows.
It falls under Xbox.
Yeah, they specifically said Xbox.
Probably the Play Anywhere titles either, but that doesn't matter. They still got that money. Where are we?
They got that money, man.
Exactly. Where is it going?
And how I look at it is like, do I really care what Microsoft's money situation is? No, because like I want the game.
Point. I've gotten to the point I don't even want Xbox to succeed for myself anymore.
Oh, exactly. No. You know what? I totally agree with you, man.
No, Jez, you're gonna love the rest of my statement.
I agree with that.
Jez, I want it to succeed so I can make like a 10-minute video of just pointing and saying, "Ha, Jez, what you gonna do now, Jez?" Like, if this goes the great way and Xbox ain't doing no L's, Jez is gonna have to really think what he's gonna dog on for an hour and a half every week.
I'm telling you, man. They make it too easy.
He's been good today.
They make it too easy.
The thing is, they need to.
I want them not to make money, so we get better stuff from them. I don't like them making money and we're getting no games. Like that's bullshit because that means they're not going to change.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want. It's like okay, I don't want
to go out of business.
I don't want this thing. I don't want this thing to be celebrated. It's like you can go 2017 without getting like mega hits and you just made all this money. I'm like, what dumbasses is paying you? Like I'm just saying, like I mean, at this point, and the thing is, a lot of people and we've been vocal about it ever since the start of this podcast about how poor 2017 was. It's nothing to hide from. There was nothing to really damage control. It is what it is. It's just that that can't happen. And I am working on a video on how Microsoft messed up and what they could have done. So look out for that. But I'm
curious how that video is gonna end.
It's gonna be another one of my boring discussion videos that people get sick of me complaining about,
discussion videos.
But yes.
But what do you think they can announce at E3 that I still can't know what they could announce. I'm still stuck on
What? Okay. If they announce that, I'm lit because you're lit, so I'll be happy.
Addict, I can't even hear what you said, Dan.
I'm so glad I tell you why.
I'm to the point where it's my number one priority to see Jez upset.
I'm upset all the time. What do you mean you don't see me upset?
One person in the chat said they really think at E3 the Kraken's body is going to be bundled with the faces of Ashens, which is hilarious. And then
it's going to be a DLC. For one, you get both.
They said Xbox should embrace faces.
No, they're going to call it the complete a game add-on.
They said Xbox should embrace the memes and finish the Kraken at E3. I think that
The Kraken's not that big of a deal. It's not even a big part of the CFP's experience.
You said something we listen.
Look, Smooth. I totally agree with you. The Kraken is not that big a deal because the user base in that game has dropped halfway. So
what's that to do with the Kraken, dude? That's not the reason.
But I said
the game's not that big of a deal.
Funny is I saw
the Kraken is not a mission, and I don't think you get an achievement.
Is I saw
like that. Like
speaking of the Kraken. No, hold up. Speaking of the Kraken, 3MG, I saw shout out to 3MG. I don't know if he's still in the chat. With man, what's Chase Money? Am I pronouncing his name right?
Yeah,
Chase Money. And I kid you not, they got in the boat. They went like 40 seconds out right into the Kraken and got sunk like immediately.
That's hilarious. That's
hilarious. He's hilarious, but he can't shoot a cannon to save his fucking life. Like
the fact that the Kraken has no body makes me think that they're going to release. I think is they're teasing a whale. It better not be a blowhole and a fin. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a fucking blowhole and a fin out of the water.
Man, they already got sharks in the game. They got full-fledged sharks.
It's gonna come out. It's gonna look
fully rendered sharks. They got.
Yeah.
But that whale better be a full friggin' whale. If that
Kraken's gonna come out, it's gonna look like the Gray Mine from Halo.
The crossover.
Riggy said, I missed all my shots and Chase missed everything.
Teasing a whale.
Oh my god!
They're teasing a whale, so there better be a
to be the player, it completely caught them off guard. And what's funny is right before they ran into it, they're like, I wonder what that bodiless Kraken or something related to that is. Then I kid you not, 4 seconds later, the boat stops.
Oh my gosh!
And Chase loses his fucking mind.
I gotta watch that. Who they stream that on?
You know, one thing I'm just gonna say real quick. We sit here, we joke a lot, and we talk Xbox. Xbox itself it's a good system. There's nothing wrong with the Xbox as a platform. I think just the way that Microsoft is handling the software side, I think that they're not as aggressive.
Strictly just the software.
I think the Xbox
that's literally 50% of what this platform should be doing is popping out software, and it's only getting half of its business right.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because man, the hardware and the service are on point.
There's nothing wrong with hardware.
Yeah. Imagine if they started popping out like day or shit, like Horizon, God of War, started popping out quality games like that. Like Microsoft would be hard to like. Obviously, they already have the market; they won this generation. But if they started popping out really good games, but before the end of the next generation, and they maintain these services, these hardware, there will be something to be fucked with next generation. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Just imagine the first 3 to 4 years of the 360 games wise, right? With this form of Xbox One X and services we got now versus what PlayStation has, it would be a nice fight.
Well,
it would be a nice battle, bro.
You know what? And I'm gonna tell you something.
That would be a nice battle.
Said something that was really interesting the other day. I'm watching the video, and a lot of people don't realize that first year of Xbox being on the market by itself, they really got to really push in a lot. I remember why I owned a 360. I love BioShock. BioShock was only on 360 for the longest time.
That's why I said the first 3 years.
Mass Effect was only on 360 for the longest. There were so many games. They were third party, but realistically, they were locked into Xbox's ecosystem. And that's what really made the 360 such a great system, because there were so many new games. Oh, there were so many new games. Like, I honestly think they're going to announce another BioShock pretty soon. And I wouldn't be surprised to see. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I can see a BioShock coming to see so coming in E3. And I don't ever think that Xbox is a bad console. I just don't like the way that Microsoft is managing their software side. Yeah. I think the hardware is perfectly fine.
Let me
Griffin and Dreamcast guy, I'm just gonna hit on one point. I'm gonna shut up. Griffin and Dreamcast guy hit another point, and especially Dreamcast guy, he said, what if Microsoft was to kind of give like Banjo and Kazooie or or whatever their IPs that they own to Nintendo to put in the next Smash Brothers, would Nintendo give them anything back? And
that's what I was asking, kid. I was like, what the fuck is Microsoft get out of that?
Me and Dreamcast,
like, okay, maybe something like GoldenEye come to Xbox, which would be big. But like, besides
that would be a big.
They give them.
I mean, that's just one thing. Microsoft has way more to offer Nintendo than Nintendo has to offer Microsoft.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Nintendo has big.
Let's be realistic. They have a lot to offer, but they're not going to go to the ring.
First, let me pay this bill. Shout out to the Ravenflow. He said Microsoft has proven EA and Activision models work. So I'm pretty sure there's some of you
would agree to that.
Yeah,
I agree to that. I can
now the one thing because
EA access and they times it by 10 and said, "Pay me, bitch."
Yep. All right, so the thing is, me and Dreamcast guy is going to be working on a video either tomorrow or Friday. I don't know if we're going to do it live or in a video where we go more in depth of this whole Nintendo Xbox thing. So look out for that. The thing about Xbox, Xbox does have more to offer Nintendo than Nintendo can offer Xbox. The only thing I feel like Nintendo could do is like those second party exclusive. Maybe they can loan over to Xbox, right? That they have that aren't really owned by Nintendo, but they appear on Xbox. But what Xbox can
what?
Wait, you said Xbox has more to offer Nintendo?
Then Nintendo has to offer Xbox. No, because you know why you're thinking about Nintendo.
You're right, because we got Lucky Tail.
Listen, time out. Hold on, let me finish. It's hard to get over you guys. It's hard to really get over you guys with this shit. Because you're thinking, Frog, about just games. I'm not talking about exclusive. I'm talking about shit that Nintendo can use. I won't be surprised if the only reason we're about to start paying for Nintendo Online if Xbox Live is powering that bitch. Microsoft is about to own Discord.
Possible.
They're about to own Discord. They can get that shit on the Switch. The crossplay, you know, the only console they really working crossplay with other than PC is the Switch or Nintendo. They can provide services.
They try to buy them. They're not getting them.
Yeah, they're trying to buy them. Amazon.
I want to hear this.
But the thing is, only way you can unlock achievements on the Switch is playing, Minecraft and pretty much Xbox service games. So it's stuff that the Microsoft can put achievements on a Nintendo platform. They can literally put Xbox Live on there. They already got the cross-play. They can get cross-chat. What happens with Discord, they can have that shit on there. So when I say Microsoft has more to offer Nintendo than Nintendo has to Microsoft, it's because Microsoft has things that they're lacking that can make their platform better. Whereas I don't expect Nintendo to give Xbox Mario and Zelda. I'm not talking that. We're talking about games realistically. I'm talking about realistically.
That's why I said realistically.
Yeah.
So once again, you're talking about features, which is Microsoft's biggest problem.
No, it's not their problem.
Features and services.
Yeah,
because that's all Microsoft can get to Nintendo.
That's literally all they need. They have everything else on lock. That's all they need.
But it doesn't even matter. Like Nintendo doesn't need the features and services. They have the games. So if Nintendo's like hold on. What you're saying is you're saying Microsoft has more. I disagree. You're saying features and services. Nintendo's been existing for how long with always being behind generations in the console market, and they've still been relevant because they're the only gaming company. Microsoft, Xbox is in the game. They're not a gaming company. Sony is in the gaming company. Nintendo's the only game. So they've been irrelevant for over 100 years. So my whole thing is what does Microsoft really have to offer them than services and features? That's it. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. They have.
No, they're gonna get Lucky's Tail.
Like, look. Right now, what is the number one thing people are clowning them over?
No voice chat.
The voice chat.
But it doesn't matter. Look. We can
go on that shit to give them.
We can clown Nintendo as much as we want. We can clown them, right? They're gonna catch up to Xbox if you keep fucking with them the way people are. They're gonna catch up and they're gonna outsell the Xbox One. They don't have to have the services and features that Microsoft and PlayStation has because they're. I'm telling you,
what are you talking about? Refunds?
You're saying Microsoft has more to offer Nintendo. Nintendo has way more to offer Microsoft.
What? What can they offer Microsoft?
They have way more.
All their IP though. Their IP is like charity.
Dude, you guys aren't thinking. In a real thing, hold on. I'm sick and tired of hearing fuckery giving me an ear infection.
They're not going to offer what they have to offer.
Dude, what you're basically saying is Microsoft, once again, and this is what we went back to a year ago. What you're basically saying is Microsoft is leaving the console industry, and it's becoming like that. Hold on, listen.
Get out of that conversation. My mind's blown. You have a what the fuck moment every Planet Xbox, dude.
Like, not making 2.25 billion every quarter.
We're having this conversation of Microsoft offering services and features. We already know they're going this way, but that's their
explain
route.
To me what Nintendo has to offer Microsoft.
That's what Nintendo's route.
All right,
explain to me what Nintendo has to offer Microsoft.
Yo, why is it? Yo, realistically, which we're talking realistically, if a partnership between Xbox and Nintendo would ever happen, realistically, I am correct. Microsoft has more to offer Nintendo than Nintendo has to offer Xbox. Because no matter what field of a partnership, I would never see a situation where
Nintendo's foundation's never coming to Microsoft.
Giving games to Xbox.
No,
that's
they're not.
Maybe old shit. Maybe old rare games like the games like the GoldenEye stuff. But that's I'm not sitting here in La La Land thinking, wow, Zelda they can give Xbox Zelda and Mario. No, I'm being realistic, man. Realistic.
Hey, calm the fuck down.
No, because it's like I just grew like 3 pimples listening to this shit.
But
come on,
I agree with you saying. I understand. Is Microsoft doesn't have anything to offer anything about features and services, and nobody wants that shit.
They literally just brought online a Minecraft. They literally just brought online a Minecraft.
But what I'm saying is, like, Minecraft is everywhere. You can play Minecraft on your phone. It doesn't matter. Like,
Microsoft has brought that company to the 21st century before Nintendo brought that company to the 21st.
Before even Microsoft had anything to do with that company, Minecraft was big. So let's stop fucking acting stupid. Minecraft was big before Microsoft. So
acting like Nintendo can't gain shit from anything.
Why are we acting like Microsoft owning this company now is make that company bigger? Minecraft was bigger before Microsoft even had
Minecraft.
Guess what? Just to give you a heads up, they already made their money back on Minecraft, by the way.
Let's not act like Microsoft buying that company made that game so much bigger. That game was already big. So let's just be real.
Nintendo's just using Microsoft for the online for Minecraft. They're not using Xbox Live for their online service.
My whole thing is like that's not Nintendo's.
They can't.
That thing doesn't look. The way Microsoft moves.
They're not using Xbox to power their.
The way that Microsoft moves isn't the way that the world moves, and isn't the way that the Japanese audience moves. It's not the way that Sony moves. That's why Microsoft has problems with world domination. We talk about MPDs and all this other stuff, and I always tell you,
we're going off, man.
MPD. No. What I'm saying is, MPDs sound important to you, but worldwide sounds important to everybody else. Microsoft
what are we talking about?
Is like.
Worldwide. They don't even announce the numbers. How does that make sense? How does that make any sense? They don't announce numbers and it makes more to everyone else.
They don't announce the numbers.
That whole logic is flawed. Let's continue.
No, they don't announce the numbers because they're fucking losing. That's why they don't announce the numbers.
Why don't announce numbers?
Because, Microsoft was doing it last generation up until the point where they sold 10 million and then they just stopped all of a sudden. Why? Because they were getting dumped on by everybody else. Like I said, look.
Everybody else was only one person.
Look, this is the bottom line. We can sit here and we want Microsoft to be better, but they have to do it. We as a consumer, we want Microsoft to be better, but they have to do it. We need to stop giving mediocrity bullshit to them and acting like we need to stop acting like what they're doing is great for us when they're not doing anything.
Okay, keep going.
I don't care about their money. I want good games.
What's say we cared about their money? Keep going.
Your platform grows. If you keep giving them bullshit and telling them they're doing great things, they're gonna keep dicking you in the ass. That's what Xbox people are doing. That's the bottom line. Yes. That's why this generation is the way it is. Why are people acting like Microsoft?
I'm still on freaking Lucky Tales too.
Things? I don't understand that. Why are we everything Xbox does has been a damage control this generation when we don't call bullshit on bullshit to make them do better.
I just was confused. I'm confused as like,
the conversation's right here. You're like
I'm
there.
I'm confused.
Like we're
no,
like,
it's,
What is the partnership
real.
that I just want to know? What is the partnership that we're talking about? Like you're talking about Microsoft
no
powers
partnership.
Nintendo Online.
There's
like,
no partnership.
no,
It's
That-
all
dude,
hypothetical.
it was a hype. It was a what I said. What I brought to the table, I said, really. I think Addict was the first one to really say Microsoft has more to offer Nintendo than Nintendo does Microsoft, and from the way I was thinking, I agree that Microsoft could do a lot more for Nintendo to make Nintendo's platform better.
No. Frog went on a 40-minute rant.
Yeah.
What can Nintendo offer Microsoft?
Yeah, please. Let's let him. Matter of fact,
Look,
before he
we-
does,
we-
They
wait,
can't give them IP. No IP, right?
no IP, but
games.
wait, time out.
Pay the bills,
Shout out
pay
to
the
the
bills.
Something that
Ravenflow.
they would do.
Ravenflow, come on, you guys.
You got a couple.
Damn, I gotta pay some bills. Yo,
Go
Ravenflow
ahead.
says Microsoft could quit gaming and do features for everyone. I don't want them to, but they could do that. I don't want that. And he also
That's what they
said,
want, though. That's what they want.
No. Hold on, I gotta let the music play.
They want to give it.
'Cause I can't get rid of it.
Go ahead.
Okay. Phil Spencer was
fuck?
going
What was that
nuts
music?
for 90 IPs. For 90 IP. What the fuck? All right. 3MG says Nintendo chooses not to add voice chat. They have the money and resources. They need nothing from Sony and Microsoft. But that's I get
Exactly.
But they're all good. Nintendo's
Yeah, but
good. They built their store.
You guys
They
are
built
dream
their
fucking
phone.
killers and idea killers. We're
I'm not
asking,
calling
we're not
you- I'm
saying,
just
but,
saying-
we were
but here's my
talking
thing.
about
Here, no. I want to attack what Jez just said. Do you have a Switch?
Yes.
How the
Yeah.
fuck are you saying they have a store? They got 4 tabs with games that go horizontally. Next. Continue.
And where's the Windows 10 store? Windows is so good. Go look at it.
Windows
Tell me
10,
that.
Jazz.
Fucking
We were
lucky
talking about
number
the
7
Switch,
free
Jazz.
game. Come on, man. Windows 10 store. Yeah, Microsoft's doing a damn fucking good job.
Store is
fuck
way
that.
better than Switch's 4.
Oh,
four
no, maybe
fucking
they'll put
panels
fucking
up and
refunds
down.
over because I can refund all the
Dude,
pieces of
I don't
shit
give a
games
shit
they
about the
do,
Windows
right?
Store. I just like I like the Windows Store on my Xbox console.
Don't talk about Windows. Don't talk about stores. That Windows store is trash, and guess what?
It's
That
only
Xbox
trash
One
on
store
PC.
is
It's
trash.
fine on Xbox.
Dude, Nintendo
Yeah, it's
has
not that good on
Yeah,
fucking
on Xbox.
Wait, what's the problem
Guess
with
what?
the Windows Store on Xbox?
Oh,
Like,
you want it?
How's it?
It doesn't have a shopping cart, guys. You can't buy multiple
Oh,
games. on
oh
the
my
Windows
God!
store.
A shopping
You can't
cart.
do that on an Xbox.
You act like you're going on a shopping spree
listen-
on your console.
Oh
my
yeah, because
God.
you're not buying any games on the fucking Xbox. That's why.
Shopping
guess
cart?
what?
A shopping cart,
Yeah.
bro? Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Amazon has it. Nintendo has it. Everybody's shopping
Well,
carts.
Amazon
but
has
Windows
taken
has it.
over shopping, period. You
Everyone
buy
does.
everything on Amazon.
Yo, I'm telling you right now,
shut up.
that Xbox store they need a shopping
Quiet.
cart. You could buy multiple games. You can only buy one game at a time.
Save you some money.
Both of them are trash. They're equally trash.
You know what? If
Listen.
you don't tell me that store is evolutionary, that needs to be
No,
everywhere.
I'm not
that
saying that,
Microsoft
but I don't
store.
think that.
Shit about that.
I don't see
just
the
addressed
Windows
store.
I don't see the Windows.
Okay, hold up, everyone. Let's calm down. Let's get back to what we were actually talking about. Frog, what does Nintendo have to offer Microsoft?
The fucking
A lot more than Microsoft can offer anybody else.
Keyless.
Or I want to hear
Keyless.
specifics.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
You realize
You're
Microsoft
naming-
owns like you realize
Yeah,
hold on
you-
you no because he said a lot more than Microsoft can offer anybody else, but yet half the gaming industry is using Microsoft shit. Just saying.
Don't understand how you
Just
can make
saying.
those statements. Frog,
All right.
without one thing.
So Microsoft owns the Habit engine, right?
Yes.
A
How
lot
many
of
games are using that?
Hold on. Let me
lot.
finish. A lot
I
of
bet
games
there's a couple
have it.
PlayStation games using that.
Let me
I bet.
finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me
okay.
finish.
Okay.
Uncharted. I could name games that Sony makes. Uncharted use the Haptic engine. At this point, Microsoft might as well just get out of the freaking hardware business and just freaking make software like they usually do. There's
I'm
no
sorry.
reason
It's
for
important. It's important. Kid, your Nightbot's flipping out. It's banning people that are putting flames now. Okay, you need to fix that while you talk.
All I'm saying is, when
Dream
you look
killer.
at it,
Dream
in the
killer.
state that Xbox is, there's nothing that Xbox needs to offer anybody.
Nigga, say the list, please.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Just hurry up and answer this
Let me
man's question.
finish.
Please.
Let me finish. There's nothing that I think the Xbox can offer anybody in the state they're in. There's no features and
So how are you
services.
going opinionated?
No, there's no features and services. That's not the way that the market rolls for Nintendo. Nintendo's always kind of done the opposite thing. They don't need Xbox Live to survive. They
I
don't
think
need
Nintendo can offer Microsoft.
They don't need that. There's more than Nintendo.
Like I agree, man, but by the same token, like Nintendo does need to evolve, man. Like they're really behind the times.
Look,
like,
I would agree with you and say they do need to evolve, but we all say they need to evolve, but their sales prove different. They've been doing.
No, I agree with you.
What I'm saying is they've been doing the own thing by their beat of their drum, and every time Nintendo comes out, they strike lightning in the bottle, and we're like, how the hell are they selling these consoles like the way?
I haven't heard anything, Frog.
Yo, Frog, can you please name some things so we can get out of here?
Nintendo doesn't need Microsoft.
No, but what can Nintendo give Xbox?
If Microsoft wants to make money, own the Havoc engine, own your Minecraft.
Dude, I don't care. I want to hear what the. Can you answer the question, please?
At this point, I just want them to license your games.
Frog, just answer the question.
Yo,
Nintendo could show Microsoft
Frog,
how to make games.
Frog, I swear, Frog.
There you go. Nintendo could show Microsoft how to make games. That's my answer.
Frog's hate for Xbox just come out. So he says he just said I just want them to make software for everybody. I want them to get out of the hardware business.
What I'm saying is, I want them to stay in the hardware business, but if they can't cut the cheese, then why be here if they're going to keep coming with the mediocrity?
Why would it be, what benefits to you if Microsoft leaves? What benefits to you do you have if they leave?
That would be terrible for us, man.
It wouldn't benefit anything. It'd actually be bad, but if they're just going to sit there as another box when I can play my games on a PC,
that's good.
I say next,
that's
what's
good.
the reason for me to own a box?
Well, that's
good. It's almost 11. Let's move on.
Yeah, dude, are you going to answer the question yes or no? Because I want to get out of here.
I already answered the question.
No, you didn't.
I did.
What was his answer?
I answered the question.
What was his answer? Merc, what was his answer? What was his answer, Merc?
You kept cutting me off.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I got lost in translation there.
Guess what was his answer? His answer. You speak his language. Explain to me.
Come on. I need help. Nobody got the answer.
Truman, that's when you saw Frog be wrong. Let's move on.
Hey, I said what I said. You didn't hear me. It's not.
All right,
that's a you problem.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching episode 43 Planet Xbox, man. You guys have a wonderful night, and
we can do an outro.
Yeah, we're doing outro. We're getting the hell out of here, dude. I had a bad day. I left my keys at work. This man got me getting like, man.
Idiot, don't mean you can't give us our outros.
Coming up, man. You got a birthday coming up. It's one more year.
All these avocados, man. And
what's up with the avocados?
Johnny said my avocado.
Oh my
That's
god,
at the bottom,
bro.
Yeah.
So they always coming up with something new, man.
Last week it was banning people that put avocados in the Nightbot.
Nah, don't ban them, man. It's cool. Avocados are good, man. They taste amazing.
All right, say your outros, please. Yeah. Please. Outros?
Somebody.
Go first,
Who's up?
Thanks everyone for coming through. Be sure to like the video. Got 123 people in here. Kid Smooth will stream Dark Souls if it gets 300 likes. But anyway, we are going to. I got the acceptance by everyone, but Kid. We're going to be doing an Iron Lords podcast and a Planet Xbox eventually, probably the next about a month, month and a half. So look out for that. Nightbot just did something again, so you might want to fix that. Thanks everyone for coming out.
All right, stop spamming the avocados. I can't control them.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Frog.
Frog.
Emojis.
Frog's dope gaming. Hey, y'all go easy on Smooth, man. He's my brother, man. We found out our birthdays in the same month. Not even but 6, maybe 7 days apart. He's a good guy, man. Go easy on him. We have a really like mind more than y'all think we do. Smooth is a good guy. Really, really a good guy. All these guys are here, guys, man. But Smooth, I really do want you to play Dark Souls, man. So if you want to do that, let me know so I can purchase the game and pre-order on my Xbox. Just let me know. But if not, I'm cool.
I'll tell you to buy it just so you can buy it on Xbox.
I got it on PlayStation already pre-ordered, but if you want to play it, I'll play with you.
Sure.
I'll play through the whole game with you. I'm a fan of it.
All right, cool.
Huge fan.
Let's do that.
Most definitely.
And 3MG, Nightbot can't fuck with you. You're a mod. So
yeah, he can't mess with you. What's up with the chicken legs? I don't get that.
Yeah, I'm about to start selling mods. If you want to be a mod, it's $5 a month. That's what I'm about to start doing.
There you go.
You know that's way too much work.
There you go.
That can't vote me off the podcast, man. Frog is here to stay.
Yo,
can't vote me off.
Merc 305, man. 305 to the city.
Every day. Man, everybody, thank you for coming out. Another good show. Make sure you hit that like button. Share it out to all your friends. Man, Merc 305 on all platforms, man. You know how to look me up. Good show, man.
And my brother from another grandmother, Jez.
Yo, yeah, what's up? Yo, this is Jez7780. Grinds my gears. Check me out over on YouTube. And I'm gonna have some nightmares of Lucky's Tales 2. Smooth. You got me shaking in my boots.
Hey, we're gonna give you that game through Xbox gifting.
Oh my god!
Thank you. I will play it.
We're gonna put that feature to use.
Oh man, there it is. Please no.
Yeah.
Lucky's Tales 2, please no. Oh no.
And Lucky's Tales look more like a Squirrel than Conquer does. So just to give you.
Oh my god! Here,
yo, you really selling? I can't believe
we're not going into this. Continue.
We
got shit to do.
This is about to go another 30 minutes.
Somebody said boots on the ground, Lucky Tales. Stupid.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching Planet Xbox episode 43. We will see you guys next week. Make sure you're back here on June 10th. Because we're going to have...
I don't even know.
It's Sunday. Yeah. It's the Sunday.
Sunday, Microsoft,
right.
we're going to be here for
1 p.m. Eastern.
the press briefing. We're also going to have in the future, before that, we're going to have a special E3 prediction show, which is going to be awesome. So tune in for that. I'll have the dates and stuff for that, and then we're going to have the actual live reaction video. You guys are going to see how we feel about the show live. We'll do a little.
You're gonna need to see Jez get pissed, Kid have a heart attack, or Frog say he's selling his Xbox.
Yo, I got a feeling. I got a feeling like that either after.
How you playing Dark Souls with Kid?
I got a day one Xbox.
Yeah, he got the peasant box. He got the VCR.
Oh, the VCR.
Yeah, it wasn't a peasant box when you bought it.
I hope this highly optimized Dark Souls remaster bricks your Xbox. And therefore, you're forced to buy an Xbox One X.
Oh, man.
Yo,
heat over the internet.
Yo, but yeah, tune in for that.
Anthony said all those nice things about you, Smooth.
No. Shout out to Frog. Frog, thank you. Shout out to Frog. Thank you for all your services for the country, man. All right.
Oh, by the way, Smooth, tomorrow, me, you, and Jez, if you got the chance, because I get my VR tomorrow. Shout out to Jez. Thanks for looking out for a brother.
Yeah.
You bought this man a VR?
My PlayStation.
No, I sold my
old one. I bought it, dude. I bought it for.
He bought it. I sold him my old one.
He got the newer one. I bought it for a good amount, so now we can play VR games. And there's no.
Yo, we gotta do Rec Room. I'll do Rec
exactly.
No,
We're
guys.
not talking about VR.
Come on, man.
No, it's going to be like 80+ degrees out. I know you guys in Florida get that all the time, but here in New Jersey, it's not something I want to be. I don't want to be in my living room spinning around. Right, playing VR, and it's nice and sunny.
Minutes, man.
Smooth to go through a wall or something. You like the VR, man?
I know I like it. I appreciate my girl for buying it. I do need to play it. I have like maybe 3 games for that. But yeah, we can play.
We at least gotta play one game.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. I need to play it. I need to play it because I do feel bad.
Hey, going to end the show, man. I'm tired. I work tomorrow.
Ooh,
oh yeah,
that's a you problem.
That's you, probably.
Shout out to Gaming Addict, man. I hope your mouth feels better.
Yeah.
You know, because I know you're going through that wisdom
now
thing.
People are gonna have some like inappropriate jokes and shit.
No, man. Look, hey, my man.
Yeah, nah.
Man, everybody
gonna
got
be hot tomorrow.
Yeah, we need Addict's mouth to feel better so he can properly queef. So I'm out of here, guys.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Now I don't know what that has to do with it.
We're out.
Hey, my wife.
Queef in the chat, bro.
She came in the room. She was like, "Queef." Yeah, what are you talking about, queef? I said, "Babe, just don't even worry about it." Don't you worry about it.
All right, we out of here, guys.
All right, say.